I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go.
Hey guys, how are we today? Let me tell you guys what happened to me today. So I haven't been playing that song these last few times because I'm kind of over it and I need to find a new song. But right when I started to go live, my Zevia splashed up on my glasses, so I had to find my glass stuff and clean them. So I hate being late, so I had to occupy you guys for a few minutes. But I'm so glad you all could come today. We have Heather Licious and Trista. Hey Trista, she's getting ready to go to work, but I'm so glad she could stop in and listen to us at least. And Jennifer, hey, it's good to see you. And Cutie Pie, thank you. Thank you so much for what you sent me earlier. I really appreciate that. And Aaron, it's always good to see you. And 71, Wise 71. I can't forget the Wise. Yeah, man. Hey Vanessa, it's good to see you. Hey Mallory, it's good to see you too. And Miss Arnold, hey guys. I'm so glad to see all of you. Let me see here. So what we got going on today? I made another short this past week for Danielle. I had just heard about her disappearance, but she's actually been missing for 7 weeks now, you guys. Hey Popson says, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad to see you. I don't know if we've spoken since, but did you see they finally arrested Cairo's quote-unquote mother? I was so glad about that. A lot of you that have known me for a while, before I started doing my own lives on my channel, I went live with my friend Case, True Crime Karens, and we would stream to both of our channels. And Cairo Jordan was the case that got me to ever go on any panel or do anything on my channel at all. And they had caught one of the accomplices, but his mother had been on the run for almost 2 years, and they finally caught her. So, way big time off her rocker, isn't she? Big time. Oh my goodness, you guys. I've been wanting to cover his case again from top to bottom, so we might do that one day. You guys will not believe all the stuff that I found on their Facebooks, and he was the little fella that was found in Indiana in the Las Vegas suitcase. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or pretending to be Pops and Sass, one or the other. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. The accomplice, she got 30 years or 35 years maybe, with 5 suspended. Not enough in my opinion. But anyways, um yep, so I got a little off track. We got to get back on the road, but all these cases matter to me, you guys, but especially little Cairo, bless him. Yeah. Um Oh yes, Trista, I forgot. You're close too. Yeah. So let's talk about Danielle, you guys. It's just, well, we'll just get started from the beginning. It's this one is really, really. Hey Jim, it's good to see you. I'm glad all of you could come and listen about Danielle today. There is 2 missing person posters for her. I think that I also posted this on my community tab too before I made the short for her. So please share these where you can, you guys. I'll show you guys first off the New Jersey State Police, and we'll read that. I also shared this on my community tab. It says, New Jersey State Police seeking public assistance locating missing woman. The New Jersey State Police Missing Persons Unit is seeking the public's assistance in locating Danielle Lopez. Danielle was last seen on Saturday, April 13th at approximately 9:11 a.m. at the Wawa located at 4 Route 72 in Vincenttown, New Jersey. Okay, you guys. She last spoke to her mother on April the 12th, so the day before this, and she had told her mother that she was going camping at Wharton State Park, New Jersey, and it's I'm not familiar with this area. I tried to look at it on a map, and it says it's 124,000 acres and it's across 3 counties. And my sister asked me a very good question. She said, Trista, yes, that I know I say it every week, you guys, but there's so much awareness on some cases and others get absolutely none. That's what's really sad to me. Yes, Mallory, it's a gas station, and it's a really good gas station. And they have restaurants in there. You can order whatever you want, I think. And we need one in the holler. I'm going to write them a very stern email and tell them that we need one in the holler. Oh, hey, Skippy, you at work again? Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, so she told her mom spoke to her on April the 12th, and she told her that she was going camping for a few weeks. And my sister asked me a very good question. She says, was this normal to her to go camping by herself for a few weeks? And that's a very good question that I don't have the answer to, but it would be good to know. Yeah, so after, let's finish reading here. It says she's known to frequent the Brendan T. Byrne State Forest, Pemberton Township, and Willingsboro Township. Danielle's 2008 two-door blue Honda Accent was found disabled on Lost Lane Road in Penn State Forest, Woodland Township. Danielle is described as a 37-year-old female, 5'4", 135 pounds, with brown hair and green eyes. And it leaves the numbers for you guys to call if you have any information, and it's also scrolling across the bottom of my screen. So after she hadn't heard back, she was still supposed to call her mom in between time, I believe. And when her mom hadn't heard back from her, she decided to check her Wawa app. And I reckon that you can check and see what's been purchased on your account. Maybe you use one of those value cards. I have no idea. Where's Merp when we need her? Well, Jim, you might know. Well, anybody that has a Wawa, do you use a card for your app? Maybe. I'm not sure, but she was able to pull this up, and it said that Danielle had purchased a coffee at 9/11 on the next day after she spoke to her. So in all the reports I've seen, that was the last time that she was seen, that Danielle was seen, was the morning after she spoke to her mom. And it said that somebody was with her in the surveillance footage, and she had her purse with her, and she was very well put together, and she didn't seem like she was in harm's way at all. And that's another question that I have, you guys. Who was with her? And has this person been questioned? I'm sure they have, but surely they have, you guys. So she said that somebody was with her, and let me show you guys her car, the 2008 Hyundai Accent. This is not her car. This is just a stock photo of her car. It was found the same day of April 13th. It was found April 13th too. And it was found on Lost Lane Road. And I tried to look, it was 13 miles away from this Wawa, I believed. And let me see, Jim. It said that she was supposed to be camping at Wharton State Park, but that's all it said. That's all I could see. And it says that she's known to frequent the Brendan T. Burns State Forest, Pemberton Township, and Willingsboro Township. And it said that her car was found on Lost Lane Road in Penn State Forest. And it said, quote unquote, disabled. Hey, Pointer Lover, it's good to see you. And Aries, good to see you guys. Disabled. So, and I found this on Reddit, so take it with a huge grain of salt, but it said that her car was hydrolocked. And so I asked our resident mechanic K-Braze, and he said that hydrolocked means that water has gotten up in the engine and it doesn't give room for the cylinders to fire, I think is what he said, you guys. Don't take my word on that. But so it was found disabled the same day. And her mama, Sue Quackenbush, she said that she went out to where her car was found, and she said there is absolutely no way that Danielle would have driven it out there. I reckon it's like a 2-lane road, dirt road, and if it was hydrolocked like Reddit said, then I'm picturing just a total quagmire of mud and muck and water and stuff like that. Hey, Candace, thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I'm picturing in my brain. I'm picturing somewhere like we have around in the holler, and that's what I'm picturing in my brain, someplace like that. And her mom said there's absolutely no way that her daughter would be out in that area on this road by herself. And she says that she's gone back to her car many times over the 6 weeks, hoping that she'll get some kind of clue to find out what's happened to her daughter. And she said just nothing. That's another question I have, you guys, is was this car forensically tested? Because when it was found, she was seen the same day, so she wasn't even reported missing yet. So did they handle this car like a crime scene? I'm thinking probably not, you guys. And that's sad too. She was last seen on April 13th, Pointer Lover. Yeah, April 13th. And I'm not for sure the date that her mama reported her missing, but the New Jersey State Police, the day that they posted that on their Facebook was May 22nd, I believe. Oh, hang on, guys. I got to plug us in or we're going to die. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, we're good. I think we're good now. Hopefully. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, we're plugged in. We're good. Okay. He does, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, Coco, bless him. Foxy made us another one with a little white doggy, but he hasn't perfected it yet, so he told me not to use it until he gets it exactly how he wants it. But we're used to Coco, aren't we? Oh, yeah. So I'm thinking that why 71? That's a very good question. We'll have to look that up. Remind me to look that up. I'll look that up in just a few minutes. So she says she went back to the car many times over these 6 weeks and nothing has jumped out at her. Let me see. So the New Jersey State Police posted that on the 22nd, and then her mom also posted a post on Facebook, you guys, and I can't remember the exact day that she posted it. It's no longer up on her Facebook, but it was a few days after that, because that's when I would have seen it. I want to read this to you guys now. Let me find it. It says, unimaginably, tragedy has struck our family again. After losing my beloved sons, Eric and Michael, authorities have told me my last surviving child, Danielle Lopez, is missing under suspicious circumstances. That's another thing, you guys. This is Danielle and her two brothers, Michael and Eric, when they were little. And this was them when they got bigger. And Michael tragically took his own life in 2015. And 10 months later, after Eric had returned from a tour of duty overseas, he was in a car accident and he tragically passed away too, you guys. Yeah, so she lost both of her sons in a 10-month period in 2015, and Danielle is her last surviving child. So that's another reason why this case hits all the feels, you guys. Yep, Christmas Day. Yep. Yeah, so much sadness, you guys. Yep. I'll finish reading her mama's post. I'm asking for prayers from the community as we once again navigate an incredibly painful situation. Oh, her post was May 22nd to you guys. I just see that up at the top. The police continue to search for Danielle to bring her home for me. Please pray for the first responders in their search, and if you can provide assistance, do so under their direction. If you have any information, please contact the New Jersey State Police Missing Persons Unit. I appreciate all those who are working tirelessly to find my daughter. Danielle was creative, sweet, and loving. She was a wonderful daughter and a vibrant light in my life. I ask that you respect my need to grieve and mourn the difficult loss. I won't be making any other statements. That's another thing that people were asking, why she was referring to Danielle in the past tense, and she said that without hindering the investigation, that the state police told her that they don't plan on recovering her safely. So they're basically, they said that they don't think she's off grid, and that it says they told her, they used the word suspicious circumstances. Oh, wow, Trista. Trista says, one of my great aunts lost all 3 of her children to overdose and accidental overdose. Oh, my goodness. Bless her. Bless them all, you guys. I don't have kids, but I absolutely could not imagine what this mother is going through. Bless her heart. Bless her. I did find one video. I haven't found any other news sites. Well, I have found like 40-second videos saying, just her stats and that she's missing and things like that. But Ashley Banfield did make one video, and so I thought that we could watch that. I'll share it in the comments so that you guys can watch it on your own time too if you'd like to. Let me get that for you guys. I'm coming back, guys. Hang on. No, Jim, not that I've heard of. There was only one still shot from the Wawa camera that I saw, and nothing else that I've heard of.
Convenience store in Vincenttown, New Jersey, about 20 miles east of Philadelphia. That was April 13th, Saturday night. But Danielle has not been seen or heard from since, and that was 13 years. Biggest known lead in her disappearance, her car, was found the same day, about 13 miles away in a state forest. Police say the 2008 blue Hyundai Accent was, and I quote, disabled. Lopez is 37 years old with brown hair and green eyes. She's 5'4". She weighs 135 pounds. And she is all that her grief-stricken mother has left. No one should have to go through what Sue Quackenbush has gone through. While searching for her missing daughter, Danielle, Sue is also grieving the loss of her eldest son to suicide in 2015. And less than a year after that, her younger son, a Marine, died in a car crash after returning safely from a tour in Afghanistan. In a Facebook post, she writes this, and I'm mistaken. This is just a recent disappearance. This just happened on April 13th. She says, I'm asking for prayers from the community as we once again navigate an incredibly painful situation. I appreciate all the
Yep, so basically she's just going over everything that I told you guys earlier, and I don't think there's anything else in here that she says, but we'll watch just to make sure.
All those who are working tirelessly to find my daughter. Danielle was sweet, creative, and loving. She was a wonderful daughter and a vibrant light in my life. Police are calling Lopez's disappearance suspicious, but for now are saying very little else about leads or possible suspects. If you have any information, you can reach the New Jersey State Police Missing Persons Unit at 609-882-0000. 2000. You can also email them at missingpinformation@New Jersey. And, just take a picture. It's so much easier to take a picture of your screen than to try to memorize a big, long audience. missingpinformation@newjersey.gov. And I want to make a mention of something. A lot of people would note that Danielle's mom talking about her in past tense is curious, because often that is a clue.
Yeah, we do look at that often, you guys, as a clue. Well, who would say that unless they would know? But I don't think that the state police would tell her mother something like that unless they know absolutely. They're just trying to find all the evidence, I think. I really don't think they would.
Not in this case. Danielle's mom has spoken at length with the police and has mentioned the fact that she spoke about her daughter in past tense because police seem to indicate to her that she will not see her daughter again, which is absolutely heartbreaking. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe.
Yes, she was so beautiful, you guys. I'll show you some more pictures of her too that I have. Let me see here. I have this one from the missing flyer. And then this one. And this one too. Yeah. Yeah, Popson says it could be. And it could also be mother's intuition. I don't know much about that, but I know that my mama has it. Really, really, she really has it. Let's see here. Let me see, Jen, what were the last two sentences? Oh, yeah. I ask that you respect my need to grieve and mourn this difficult loss. I won't be making any other statements. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yes, Jim, that's true. And my sister asked me the same thing about that. I have an article that we could. Hey, Haley, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I do have an article a little bit more that tells what kind of camping setup that she had, so we can look at that too. Let me see here. Okay, let's see here. Sue Quackenbush's daughter, Danielle Lopez, her last surviving child, has been missing since April 13th. Oh, yes, and this also tells about their final conversation that they had the night before she was seen at the Wawa. It says, Sue Quackenbush tells people that their final conversation was wonderful and nothing seemed amiss. Asked if there was one thing that she would like to tell her missing daughter, her last surviving child, Quackenbush replies, how much I love her. It says the mother of a New Jersey woman who has been missing for over a month now did not sense anything wrong with her daughter in their last conversation the day before she disappeared. No, Pointer Lover. That's a good question, too. That's a very good question. Was the dog with her? That wasn't mentioned. Hey, Melissa J. Thank you for coming by. Thank you so much. Let's see here. It was wonderful. A very concerned Sue Quackenbush tells people on Tuesday, May 28th, of her chat with her daughter, Danielle Lopez. It was more of a good conversation. We spoke about a lot of things, and she was upbeat and happy at the time. Lopez, 37, was last seen on April 13th at a Wawa store in Vincenttown, New Jersey. I forgot to tell you guys that that she also so she lost both of her brothers in 2015, right? And I think it was in 2020. Let me see here. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, 2020. She'd been taking care of her grandfather, Fred, in Delran, it said. And I'm not sure how to pronounce these. I usually look up the pronunciation of all of the places I'm going to be speaking about, but I forgot to this time, you guys. So, but she was taking care of her grandpa in 2020, and he died of the C-19. You know what I'm saying? And then 1 month later, her father died too. So that's why I titled this So Much Tragedy Surrounding Her, because both of her brothers, and then and I think that it was her mom's dad too. So it was, so her mom has had all this tragedy too. Her dad, and then Danielle's dad passed away a month later from a heart attack, it said. So yeah, really, really sad, you guys. I just thought about that too. And then it tells where she's been known to frequent, and it says she tells people there have been no new updates from authorities other than the investigation is active. As for what they know, she says that Lopez was at a campground around the time of her disappearance. She was with someone and they were camping, says Lopez. She had a propane heater in her tent, a big 8-person tent, and she was content. She looked content walking out of that Wawa based on security footage. So I also was wondering, okay, so her mom says she was with someone and they were camping. Where were they camping? If it was at a campground, what about the neighbors that were camping around her? What did they hear? And how much longer was whoever she was camping with stay at that camping spot before they left? Because if they stayed for a while and she was missing, whatever happened to her, if she walked off and got lost or whatever, why didn't they report it? You know? Haunting Haley says that's so sad. That's really heavy losses in short time. Yes, it absolutely is. You guys, this is awful. So that's another question that I have. And if they stayed camping, and also, okay, her car, it was left 13 miles from the Wawa, and it was disabled. K-Race told me that if it was hydrolocked, that it would stop where it was. So like something wouldn't have happened before, and it takes a while for it to break down. It would have broken down right then. So somebody had to have picked that person up, because it was way far out, you guys. I was looking on Google Earth and I couldn't get down on the road to see, but it was just trees. You could barely even see the road from the satellite. It was way far out. So I don't think this person could have walked out there. Somebody picked that person up. So who picked them up? You know? That's what... Oh, so see, like the camping places that I've been to, it's like a camping, there's camping spots, like they're numbered and you can see your neighbor like that close. So it's not like that then, huh? Yeah. Okay. So it says that she had a big 8-person tent and she was content. She looked happy walking out of that Wawa. And then it says police also added that Lopez's 2008 two-door blue Hyundai Accent was later found disabled, quote unquote disabled. So And I only saw the part that said it was hydrolocked. I only saw that on Reddit. So I don't know how that person got that. But wonder what disabled means. If they wanted to make it look like it broke down or if it really broke down. You guys know what I'm saying? I know why 71. She says, I'm shocked this girl didn't inform her mom who she was camping with. Yep, me too. Yeah, me too. The mom, I'm trying to think if the mom said she didn't know who she was camping with. Maybe she does know, but just isn't saying. I'm not sure. Let's see if this says anything more about this. I went there and saw where the car was found. She says there's no way that Danielle drove out there. Quackenbush, who lives in Pennsylvania, describes Lopez of Willingboro, New Jersey, as wonderful, sweet, and caring. Lopez is Quackenbush's only surviving child. Her eldest son, Michael, died by self-harm in 2015, like I was telling you guys. And 10 months later, her younger son, Michael, a Marine who had returned from Afghanistan in a vehicle incident in Florida. That's been a lot, Quackenbush says. And then Danielle, shortly after that, lost her grandfather, who she'd been living with at the time, and her father a month later. It says the concerned mother has been proactive in spreading the word and seeking information from the public about Lopez's disappearance. I have no choice but to hold up, she says of her ordeal. When I'm weak, God is strong, and my children are my motivation. Finding her is my priority. And this tells about an organization called the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. And I'm not really sure what that, I haven't looked into this, but it says that they helped her after the death of her son Michael, and that she had actually become a mentor of sorts to other parents. And she says now she's having to lean on them again, since everything has happened with Danielle. And it says they're helping her. It says, as for whether she believes her daughter will be found or reappear, she says that although she can't comment much on what's going on, the investigation has led me to believe she didn't just wander off. They're not looking at her to be returning, but they can't give me any information that would interfere with the investigation. They didn't expect her to just be off the grid, she continues. They use the word suspicious, and they are fully investigating this, but I would never use my daughter in the past tense if I wasn't led to believe otherwise. And then it says that ask if there was one thing she would like to tell her missing daughter. Quackenbush replies, how much I love her. Oh, yeah. Hey, Heatherlicious, it's good to see you. Well, I'm glad you came by now. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I think that there was one more. There's one more little article that I can show you guys that I think tells us a little bit more. Let me see here. Heatherlicious, that's what everybody said, they don't get notifications. Ugh. Maybe try unsubscribing and resubscribing, guys, but don't forget to resubscribe. I know it's so much for one person, you guys. I think about when I had my accident and think about all my mama went through, and when my big sister, when she was 16, so my big sister is 8 years older than me. So let's see. So about 15 years before my accident, my big sister had an accident and she broke her femur all the way in two, and she had to have a pin put through it. And I remember my mama leaving when she heard what happened to her, and she was how upset she was and things like that. And then what she went through my accident too, and I feel bad for her having to go through that, but that is nothing comparable to this, you know. Okay, let's see. Oh no. Okay, let's look at this. This was a little publication that I found. There she is with her two brothers. Let's see here. And this tells that she wants to, this was over Memorial Day, and she's wanting to get a search together. It says, part of the problem is that she doesn't know how. I just don't know how to organize it. I don't have a person who can help, the hurting mother said in an emotional phone call with Daily Voice. Everyone's life is a New York minute, so when I get permission, I just get in the car. On Memorial Day weekend, Quackenbush finds herself alone, helpless, distraught, alone. They have led me to believe it's reasonable to assume we are searching for remains. Quite possibly there was someone else with her at that store. They can't tell me everything, but I've been out there hanging flowers, hanging flyers. Yeah, Jen has the that she has it set for 2:20, so that's why I usually schedule 2:30 is a good time anyways, but I always think, well, I don't want Jen to have to change her alarm. Oh, hey, Tony. Thank you for coming by. It's good to see you. Yeah. Ooh, Pointer Lover. That's a great suggestion. Yes, I bet they could help in this situation. Let's see. Danielle was last seen making a purchase at the Wawa on Route 72 in Vincenton Town on April 12th. No, it was April 13th, actually, I think. On May 22nd, see, now this is wrong, too. I've read so many places that it said that her car was found on the same day she went missing, so I don't think this is right either. That's why it's always good to read. That's why I read so many articles, because it's always in my brain. Like, if I don't see it at least 3 places, then I don't consider it as fact. You guys know what I'm saying? You can't just read one article and take it as fact. I'm not sure. Jen, do you know what the nearest body of water is? Well, thank you, Melissa Jade. I know I have a country accent. Let's see. Oh, that'd be great, Jen. Yeah, I can't really picture it in my brain exactly. Okay, and it says, when I realized she wasn't answering her calls any longer, I reported her missing, Quackenbush said. I was able to go into my Wawa app and see she has made a purchase of coffee and gave that information to the state police. So that's where I got this from, you guys, that she used her Wawa app. It says Quackenbush has been out to her daughter's car multiple times, each time hoping to find a clue or encounter someone with information. She said she was barred from hanging flyers at the Brendan T. Burns State Forest, where Danielle told her mom she'd be camping until May 20th. Well, see, didn't I say that it was a different forest she was camping at? Yeah, up here it said that it says she's been known to frequent the Brendan T. Burns State Forest, but she told her family she was camping at Wharton State Park. So that's two different things. Haley Haley says, I too speak Manjo Mo, so you sound normal to me. Oh, yeah. We're both from the holler, huh? Oh. So that's two different. This this article already got 3 things different, you guys. So I'm not too sure about this. It says she struggled since the loss of her brothers, but she sounded good. She was doing good, and she looked good walking out of that Wawa, her mother said. Her Memorial Day weekend plans certainly did not include searching for her daughter alone. Aww. Last week, Quackenbush reached out to the McGuire-Dix Lakehurst Public Affairs Division, who put her in touch with Survivor Outreach. She hasn't heard back from them. And here she's talking about the TAPS program again. She says the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors has been her greatest resource, but the group's efforts are focused in Washington, D.C. for Memorial Day weekend. So she does what she can by herself. I want to protect Danielle, she said, and I can't right now. Aww. The Oswego Lake. I have no idea. Hey, Brad. It's good to see you. Yeah. That's why I get so bad road rage, you guys. That's another reason I don't like to drive. Yeah. Hey, Neat Noodle. It's good to see you. It's good to see all you guys. It means a lot when you guys stop by to listen to the cases that I try to bring my little awareness to that I can. It means a whole lot because usually I try to bring awareness to the cases that I don't see a lot about, and it's hard because you try to find as much information as you can, but if a lot of other channels or news sites aren't covering it, then it's hard. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You guys know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at this picture that I have too. This is her walking out of the Wawa, and then this is some pictures that her family had put together. That's a very good question about her dog too, you guys. Because we all know that we would not leave our dogs behind. That's a very good question about the dog. Let me see here if I have anything else to share with you guys about her. I do have a little update about Katia. Remember the soldier that was murdered in Clarksville, Tennessee, where Sebastian Rogers' dad lives right now. She was killed on May 18th, I believe, and there's still no updates about her. But when I remember, you guys, I said that there was a press conference that the LULAC the people that also left the reward for Vanessa Guillen, for her also, they did a press conference, but it was only on Facebook. And I don't speak Spanish, and I couldn't get the subtitles to work, so I had to screen record it and then upload it on private to my YouTube, and then I could switch the subtitles over to translate for me. And I forgot to tell you guys about this last time, but it said that her mother was saying that she believes that there was a drug test, and someone helped. This is all according to the mother. She said that someone helped Katia pass this drug test, and they were now using that against her in some kind of way. So whether this has anything to do with what happened to her or not, I'm not sure, but I forgot to tell you guys about that when I translated it. But later, I found an article that speaks about it too. So we can look at that, you guys, if you want to. And then I have one more thing to show you guys. Let me come back and get you guys. Okay. And remember that LULAC had posted $20,000, I believe, and her mom posted 30. LULAC posted $25,000 reward, and then her mother posted $30,000 to add to it too. I have all the numbers and everything for this too. They're on my community tab. If you guys have any information, please call them, and I have all the numbers for you and everything on my community tab. It says a $55,000 reward has been set for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the individual behind the murder of a Fort Campbell, Kentucky soldier. Yep, she was posted at Fort Campbell, but she lived, I think it's around 10 miles away across the Tennessee state line in Clarksville. And remember, I showed you guys the her apartment and how that it was gated and everything like that. Yeah, so let's see here. Private First Class Katia Duenez-Aguilar was found dead May 18th in her off-base residence just outside of the installation in Clarksville, Tennessee. And I also wanted to tell you guys that this past Friday was her funeral. And they said about 80 people were there, and her mother totally broke down, you guys. Bless her heart. And I always try to put myself in the shoes of the victims or the victim's family as much as I can. I mean, we can't totally do that because we aren't in their shoes, but I was trying to think about it, like losing your family member and then not having, would be worse enough, right? But then not having answers would just compound the whole situation even worse, knowing that somebody isn't facing justice or paying for what they did to your baby, you guys. And we know that, I'm going to get on this again, you guys, but Katia deployed overseas, and she went through all of that, and her family was probably so glad to get her back home on U.S. soil just for somebody to take her life like this. Oh man, you guys, it upsets me so bad. Okay, it said on Saturday, the soldier's mother, Carmen Aguilar, and the League of the United Latin American Citizens, LULAC, that's who I was telling you guys about, combined to offer the reward. And the Army have offered no updates on Duenez-Aguilar's death, according to a press release. Let's see here, and it says 30,000 of the reward for information leading to an arrest in her daughter's murder is from Aguilar. Originally from Mesquite, Texas, so that's where she was buried at too, you guys. Dallas suburb, Duenez-Aguilar enlisted in the Army in 2018, and she was an information technology specialist, and she was assigned to the 101st Airborne Division Combat Aviation Brigade. While we do not know yet the circumstances surrounding Katia's death, we call for a thorough and transparent investigation so that all facts about her killing are brought to light, Domingo Garcia, national president of LULAC, said in a statement. This is the only way to our community's trust can be fully restored so that our families will support sending their sons and daughters and loved ones into our armed forces. It says that the additional $30,000 in reward money contributed by Aguilar shows the mother's relentless determination to find her daughter's killer and bring them to justice, and her hope that the local community and country will help, according to this group. Okay, now this is the new part that I was telling you guys about that I forgot to tell you last time. that I forgot to tell you guys that I heard when I translated the press conference. It says Duenez-Aguilar had been set to be separated from the Army in early May. Remember, she was supposed to be coming home on May 5th. And remember how that she had told her sister that she had spoken to a counselor on the base and she changed her mind? Here it says she was supposed to be coming home after using marijuana. A source with direct knowledge of the situation told military.com. Though her command extended her contract and was set to allow her to re-enlist. Marijuana is still forbidden in the military, but it's up to commanders whether to kick troops out of the service. So I don't know that that has any bearing on what happened to her, but I always want to tell you guys all the facts that I learned. And so her mama said that during the press conference, and then it was here in this article on military.com too. And then it tells about, and it just tells the numbers to call and stuff like that. So I wanted to tell you guys that little bit of information that I forgot to tell you last time too. I should really start making notes, you guys. I do make notes with all of my research that I've done and stuff like that. And I make all of my notes. And then I also put all of the websites over here on the side that I want to show you guys. But I somehow forget to tell you guys all of it. So I should make myself a list of exactly what I want to say. Oh, you guys, and I want to tell you one more thing. So today is June 4th, right? Well, it also marks exactly 14 years since Kyron Horman disappeared. And Jen sent me a very good article the other day, and I wanted to share that with you guys too. I think that we, oh, neat noodle, thank you. She said, "You do great, Mo. Thank you so very much. It means a lot to me for the victims, and it means a lot to me to tell their stories with the facts that I know." And oh, thank you, Wise71. Thank you so very much, you guys. It really means a lot to me. Haley says, "Mo, a lot of female service members don't get justice. I realized that when I did Lavina Johnson's case. It broke my heart." She did come up when I was researching this case, Haley, and I remembered that you put so much research into that case, and you really did her story justice. You really, really did. I think I shared that. I think I shared that exact live that you did with some other people. You do so well too. You do a lot of research too. I can absolutely tell that. Yeah. And also there was another let me look back. There was another somebody else that Ana Basalda Ruiz. She passed away on 3/13/23, and she was actually on the same base as Vanessa Guillen. And they said, I didn't see exactly what they said her cause of death was, but they said that it was self-inflicted too. But her family said that she was being sexually harassed by superiors. So I thought that was telling that it was on the same base as Vanessa Guillen. And when I was researching into her a little bit, Lavina came up during that too. Yeah, I will never believe that Lavina took her own life. There is absolutely no way. I remember you telling us about it, Haley, but I read again all the horrific injuries that was done to her body. Trigger warning, you guys. It's really, really bad what happened to her. And then I can't remember exactly, Haley, but I believe that they said that they had glued a glove to her hand, and they tried to get her family not to even look at her body when she came back from overseas. So they tried to hide what happened to her, I think, too. Yeah. It was awful, you guys. It angers me so much to think about all that service members go through. I think that it's bad for males too, but not nearly as bad as it is for females. I don't think it's bad. Oh yeah, Jen, it's really, really, really bad. I mean, I'm not even going to describe all of the injuries, and there's no way she could have done that to herself, to Lavina. It seemed like they tried to hide SA on her body too. Yeah. Okay, and I wanted to share with you guys the article about Kyron Horman. It's been 14 years to the day of his disappearance. It was June 4th, 2010. And mm, 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 mm. Oh my goodness, Haley. Awful. Absolutely awful. I feel so bad for what her parents have gone through this whole time trying to get her justice. They're still trying to get her justice. And what year was that, Haley? 2000? It was around 2005, I think. I'm not absolute. It was too long ago for nothing to have ever came of that. You know? And so that's why I'm so passionate about Katia getting justice, you guys. And I'm going to say again, she was murdered in the same town that Sebastian Rogers' father, Seth, lives, Clarksville, right? Why do we hear so much about... You guys know I covered Sebastian. I did 3 lives the week that he first went missing and I covered the interview of his parents a little bit. But after that, I do still watch everything I can about him. I don't know, you guys. I just get exasperated by... And I wanted him to be spoken about so much. Like me and Jennifer were talking, and we were like, how can we get JLR down there to Hendersonville? And how can we get more people to talk about him? And because the first week, nobody was. And then the only other person that I found on YouTube that I could get any information was Trevor Lee. And but then it just... I don't know, you guys. And I'm glad that he's being spoken about now. Absolutely. I absolutely am. But there's cases like Katia's and Danielle's that don't get that attention, you guys. It's upsetting. Oh my goodness. Haley says almost 20 years. She was 3rd generation military too. She didn't have to enlist, but refused to let her parents pay more than they saved for her college because she wanted to go out of state. I remember that. I do remember that now. Yep, Lavina. Okay, let me pull up that article that Jen sent me about Kyron. His mama has always gotten my heart too, you guys. Let me get through the advertisement, and I'll come back and get you guys. Goodness. Just a second. Okay, you guys, that advertisement was bumping. The bass was bumping in my ear on that one. Okay, let me Heather Licious. No, I didn't see the new footage on the Madeline Soto case. That's one that my mama follows. You guys, my mama won't even watch my lives. She says that true crime is quote unquote not her thing. Oh, you think that anything I did was her thing, right? Oh, but she says that's not her thing. But she will come and tell me about Madeline Soto case. That one really gets to her, you guys. She tells me a whole lot about that case, and she did tell me that some new video and stuff came out, but I haven't seen it yet. No. Okay, let me see if I can share this with you guys now. Okay, it says Kyron Horman's mother, Desiree Young, is still fighting to bring her son home while also aiding other parents with missing children. Today, she held her yearly car wash to raise money for his search. I can't even explain it. He's a part of me, said Young. There's just something in there that yearns to touch him and hold him. Let's see here. The last time she saw him was almost 14 years ago when he disappeared from Skyline Elementary School in Northwest Portland after presenting at a science fair. You guys remember his little t-shirt? I still remember it said CSI on it. Aww. Let's see here. On the morning of June 4th, 2010, Kyron was dropped off by his stepmother at the time, Terry Horman, who took a picture of him within an hour of his vanishing. All right, here, you guys. He was last seen wearing a black CSI shirt. Young said that Horman has given multiple versions of that morning, but has never been charged. Yep. That's another one, you guys, that I want to always give the parents benefit of the doubt, but there's just too much on this one, you guys. Way, way, way too much. The fact that we trusted this person to take care of Kyron, and she not only betrayed that trust, but also victimized all of us, Young said in frustration. Young admits being angry at Horman, but it hasn't distracted her from the bigger goal, which is putting as much effort as possible towards finding Kyron. And it says that she does her annual car wash in Beaverton to raise funds for an even more aggressive search, with hopes of hiring a private investigator, law enforcement approved canine teams, and a specialized task force. We're constantly spreading the word, said Young. Raising money to provide support in that arena is really important in a missing child's case. And it says if you have information on Kyron or would like to donate money towards its search, you can find more at bringkyronhome.org. So I'm going to play this video now for you guys. It's his mama.
Kyron's mother, Desiree Young, is still fighting to bring her son home while also helping other parents with missing children. Today, she held her yearly car wash to raise money for his search, hoping to have a more aggressive approach, like hiring a private investigator and even creating a specialized task force.
I can't even explain it. He's a part of me, and it's just something in there that just yearns to touch him and hold him.
More than anything, Desiree Young just wants to see her son Kyron again. The last time she saw him was almost 14.
I need to refresh myself on this case, you guys, but I remember that she was sick, and that's why that Kyron was staying with his dad and his stepmom in the first place. She was really sick, so it wasn't like she was an absentee parent or anything like that. You guys remember?
Years ago, disappearing from Skyline Elementary School in Northwest Portland after presenting at a science fair. Kyron was dropped off by his stepmother at the time, Terry Horman, taking a picture of him within an hour of him vanishing. Last seen wearing a black CSI t-shirt. Young says Terry has told multiple versions of that morning, but has yet to be charged.
The fact that we trusted this person to take care of Kyron, and she not only betrayed that trust, but she also victimized all of us.
Young admits being angry at Terry, but it hasn't distracted her from the bigger goal, putting as much effort as possible.
You guys remember that first press conference that they had? I'm not for sure if it was the first one or not, but I can still remember Terry rubbing Desiree's back, acting like she was really concerned, and I just wasn't feeling it. You guys, maybe I can't remember what I thought about at that time, but now it just gives me the creeps. It gives me the major ick, you guys.
Towards finding Kyron, organizing a car wash in Beaverton to raise funds for an even more aggressive search. With hopes of hiring a private investigator, law enforcement approved canine teams and a specialized task force.
Doing flyers and bracelets and buttons, and we're constantly spreading the word, and our volunteers are awesome. And, raising money to provide some support in that arena is really important in a missing child case too.
Young is using her pain and platform to educate other parents of missing children, hoping to inspire them to continue to fight no matter how much time has passed, emphasizing the importance of working with law enforcement.
You need to bring your child home. And so whatever you have to do that, do it.
Now, if you have any information on Kyron Horman or would like to donate money towards his search, you can head over to bringkyronhome.org. John, back to you.
So I just wanted you guys, let's before we go, let's go to that website that they mentioned in that article, bringkyronhome.org. Let me come back and get you guys. Haley says that picture was only for her alibi. She left with him. Yeah, that's what I think too. I remember you telling us about your daughter's bonus mom. I bet that makes such a huge difference. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's check this website out and see what we can find here. So it has some age progressions up to 15. Let's see. So that was 14 years ago, and he was 7. So he would be 21 years old now, you guys? Is that right? 14 years ago, and he was 7. So yeah, 21. Can you guys believe that? That's crazy. Hey, Music City Mom. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, that's sweet. He does kind of look like Sebastian, doesn't he, Jen? He sure does. Yeah, it says he was 7 years old at the time of his disappearance. Kyron's return remains an active, ongoing investigation with the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. It says tips have come in and almost daily with over 4,000 tips received. It says there's still a $50,000 reward for information leading to the resolution of his disappearance. That's great. And then it tells about his life here and where he was born, on his activities, toys, movies. How sweet is that, you guys? I wonder if we can... And then books, places, food. That's really sweet. And then it tells how you can help. Safety and awareness. Oh, that's good too, that they have safety and awareness. And sponsored children. Wonder what that is. Oh, you guys, they have Kyron Horman, Michael Monkey Vaughn, Allison Watterson. I think that she's been, and Lindsay Jobaum. I think Allison Watterson has been found. I think that Gray Hughes was really involved in that case, and she was missing for a while, and then they found her under some brush, I believe. Pops and Sass says, if cell phones were how they are now, we would know where he was dumped. Yep. Yeah, it's hard to believe how much technology has come in 14 years, but it's come a long, long, long way. No, I didn't see that. I don't know much about that case. I need to look into that too. If you guys have any suggestions or anything that you guys want to go over, you can email me. I I think that you guys have been dropping my email. I appreciate you guys so very much. Let me share this website with you guys too, so that you guys can check it out on your own time if you want to. Yeah, Music City Mom. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what somebody else said. That's what Jen said. He looked like Sebastian too. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Now that you guys mention it. Let me see here. Okay, I think that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and listening about Danielle. I did make a short about her, and you guys can share that if you want to. Or I also made a community post that has her missing posters on that. If you guys want to, you can share that too. You guys don't even have to share my channel or anything like that. Never. Just share my information. It does look. I found these 2 missing posters from her from the Aware Foundation, and they always do great missing posters, you guys. And then they have this one. They had 2 different ones this time, so I thought that was kind of peculiar. And on this one, she looks different on her. I found it just by itself before, and she looks different. This must be her DMV picture, so she does look different here than in some of the other pictures that I've seen. So if you guys have any information, please contact the New Jersey State Police Missing Persons Unit. She's 37 years old, hair brown, eyes brown, height 5'4" and weight 135 pounds. And as always, you guys, please pray for Danielle, and please pray for her mama Sue, you guys, please. I don't know how that she's gonna get through this, you guys. I really don't. She has mentioned her faith a few times though, and whether you are a believer or not, you have to agree that if somebody leans on their faith during times like this, it cannot be bad. You know, she that one part that I read you guys, she said that I didn't read you guys this part, but when speaking about her kids, she said, God is working in this, and I am blessed to have been their mother for all this time. Some mothers don't hold on to their children they have that long, and there are some mothers that harm their children. So I'm going to say I was blessed. She said, I just need a miracle and everyone's prayers and wishes. And then she also said, I have no choice but to hold up, she says, of her ordeal. When I'm weak, God is strong, and my children are my motivation. Finding her is my priority. Yeah, she needs to stay strong, Jen. Absolutely. Oh, Haley, thank you. I can tell, I think we're a lot alike in that aspect. We try to do our very best for the victims, and that's what I want to show you guys, and I really appreciate it so much. I was looking back, and this is my 20th live stream. I think this is my 20th live stream, so I'm still a newbie, but I try to make improvements each time I go live, and I have the best of friends that help me mod. Not my mods, but my friends that help me mod, and then all of you guys that support me and send me DMs and that are in my Discord. I appreciate all of you, you guys. Thank you, Heatherlicious. That really means so much. Okay, you guys, I did post a new community post yesterday too for a prayer request. You guys can, hey Thistle, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. You guys can always leave your prayer requests there, or just put unspoken, or email me and I'll let you in the Discord. We pray a lot in there. Or just stop by and read over the requests that are there and or send good thoughts. I have been posting on Mondays instead of Sundays because I've been going to Zoom church at Trista's church on Sundays, so I've been posting them on Mondays now. So I just posted a new one yesterday, so look out for that. And then also, if I find anything else this week, I'll try to make another short for it. I've been doing those, you guys. It makes me feel accomplished and like I'm doing my little part for good. I'm not trying to boast, you guys, when I talk to you guys about these things or saying that I'm better than or anything like that. I'm just telling you guys how I feel. It's not wrong how others feel or how they do things, but I'm just trying to tell you guys how I feel. Well, thank you so very much, Haley. Thank you. That means a whole lot. Okay, you guys, I'll let you guys go now, but be on the lookout on my community post or the shorts that I make and share those if you don't mind. And I appreciate you all so much for your time today. And hopefully we'll meet back here soon, but under better circumstances, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so very much. Hey, Far Cute. It's good to see you. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.